everybody. Start getting the camera done here. All right, Mr. Cameraman. I believe we're ready for that close-up. All right, so here we go. Today, it is, of course, Save Your Health Sunday. Thank you for joining me. Clint, the health engineer. Why am I a health engineer? Well, because I do a whole lot more than just training and health coaching. I do those too, right here. PhysioFit Texas, Training Mills, Midway, Dallas, Texas. Come by, join me here. If you want to be part of the live audience right around here, you can come in, join us, and you can be here for like the next hour talking with me about all this stuff. So you get the video right here for about 15 to 20 minutes, okay? So today, Save Your Health Sunday, it is all about post-workout nutrition, which is interesting because I just finished my workout. In fact, if you didn't know, I do my workout right before these every time. That's why I'm usually drinking this. And we're going to talk about what's actually in this today. This way you get to know my blend, actually. And it is my blend. It may not be your blend. We'll talk about why that is. Because everybody has different needs, different, all kinds of different aspects to this whole post-workout nutrition thing, to go with what exactly you need for your body and everything else. So I'm going to get myself plugged in here so we can get going. Make sure I can see me, make sure I can see you. Say hi to anybody that's logging on here with me. And if you get a chance, check back on this video again because I'm going to be posting some pictures and stuff down below to go with this whole thing. So, here we go. There's me. There's you. All right, so let's kick this thing off. So, post-workout nutrition and the lovely hair, which if you get your post-workout nutrition right, you grow right here too, by the way. Just so you know. Nice little added bonus. If you have the genes for it. Anyway, so here we go. Post-workout nutrition requirements. A couple things here. You got to ask yourself the question: are you refueling yourself or are you starving yourself? Okay. Most people end up overfueling or starving themselves after a workout, which neither one of them is going to do you any good. All right. So a few questions you got to ask yourself, which we did this last week on the pre-workout edition of this. Question number one: what are your overall fitness goals, your wellness goals? Okay, I'm talking about for the year, for 5 years, for 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 years, for 40 years. What are your goals? Now, a lot of those you're probably not going to know. Some of them you probably will know. One which is you'd like to be able to walk at the end of that point. You want to play with your kids, grandkids, retire. And comfortably, so figure out what your goals are from that standpoint. I'm talking long term, and then ask yourself what are your goals for that workout or for this period of working out. Okay, so if you're trying to get up on stage or try to do some of the fitness competitions, or if you want to do some of the CrossFit competitions, or if you're going to go do a fun run or one of these Spartan races, or if you're just trying to lose some weight, or if you just want to get healthier so you can live better, okay? What is your goal for every workout? Because that's going to determine what you need going in both before the workout and what you need going in after the workout, okay? Big questions, big decisions to make here, because if you don't know the answer to those, then you don't know what you're supposed to be taking in before and especially after the workout. You don't know how to refuel yourself properly. You don't know how to take care of yourself properly, okay? Which is one of the reasons why you get somebody like me to help you figure this stuff out, because it is technically rocket science at some point here, okay? You're dealing with the biggest chemistry set you've ever seen in the world, and your life is on the line with it, okay? Maybe not today or tomorrow, but several years down the line, if you're doing something stupid today, you will get the ramifications of that, okay? So I posted a thing on Facebook on Friday, okay? I'm glad everybody's enjoying the post, but it was a math equation using burgers, fries, and drinks. I was like, what's the end result? Nobody got, well, a few people actually got the point I was trying to make, which is the end result is really bad health and skyrocketing healthcare costs, okay? Don't matter what the the numerical result was for that thing. The actual cost is your life, and a bad one. Okay, with really, really high expenses. Nobody wants that. I don't want that for you. Hopefully you don't want that for yourself. So that's the point here, is to know your long-term fitness goals, your short-term, like right now fitness goals. What are you trying to achieve in this workout, or this week of workouts, or this month, or this 6 weeks of workouts, whatever your mesocycle you're in. If you don't know what a mesocycle is, you better find a trainer. If your trainer doesn't know what a mesocycle is, you better find a different trainer. And periodization and stuff like that. Yeah, like I said, rocket science. A lot of numbers here, a lot of physics. It's all physics out there. We'll talk about the physics stuff later on. Okay, one day when I take you out on the floor and we do some stuff. Don't worry, it's coming. We got to get this nailed down first before we ever step foot in there. Okay, just so you know. All right, next up. Are you an ectomorph? Are you a mesomorph? Are you an endomorph? Okay, ectomorph, that means you're like this big around. Okay, you're like me. I am technically an ectomorph that's turned myself into a mesomorph. Okay, through a lot of really, really good nutrition and practical application out there and stuff like that. But still, if I don't take care of this stuff, I drop weight like that. And before you say that's awesome, it sucks, because from my standpoint, people that can put on 20 pounds like that and it's fat and they don't like it, well, I will drop 20 pounds of muscle and everything else like that, and it sucks. It's the other side of it, which is no fun. The only thing worse than being overweight is being underweight, because it will kill you even quicker. All right, just so you know from a health standpoint. So, ectomorphs is really, really tough for you to put on weight and hold on and carry it. Endomorphs is tough for you to take the weight off. Okay, that's people that put on 20 pounds like that. All right. From my standpoint, y'all have it almost easy in some respect, because you can put it on out there, and all you have to manage is not gaining too much. Which I know I'm talking crazy talk right here. You can smack me upside the head later, okay? And then you got the mesomorphs. You people like the perfect piece of awesomeness. You won the genetic lottery, so to speak. So, body fat always stays low. Musculature is great. You're the super athletes of the world, essentially, okay? You look great. Everything functions perfectly. You walk in, you grab some weights for like 5 minutes a day. You look awesome, okay? We love you and we hate you, all right? So you need to know where you're at in that spectrum, okay? Because that all plays into what you're taking in post-workout. It has a huge impact on what you need to take in post-workout, outside of what I'm going to tell you today, okay? Because today is just kind of we're laying a base, all right? It's not going to work for everybody all the time, but it'll work for most of the people some of the time, okay? So that's where the whole rocket science piece of this comes in. You have to know who you're dealing with, or you have to know about yourself to know what piece of this to utilize and when, and how to use it, all right? So, all right, so there's that. And then we're into the whole eat or drink thing, okay? You'll notice I like doing drinks. I'll tell you why here in a little bit. So, one thing to look at with this is there's 4 things we need to talk about right quick. So, we have micronutrients that need to be addressed. We have Trojan horses, which need to be addressed. Talked about these before. pH, so the pH of your body. Okay, are you acidic? Are you alkaline? What is the pH of your blood and your digestive system? That all has to be addressed. Okay, nootropics, those have to be addressed, sort of, kind of, especially on the pre-workout side, somewhat on the post-workout side too. Because if you don't know, that out there all happens up here. It's all brain work. Your brain's under stress. It's under pressure. You have to take care of it. You have to protect it. If you're playing sports, you really have to protect it, especially if you're doing impact sports. And most sports are impact sports. Running is an impact sport. If you didn't know, watch people out there doing this. That is all impact up here. It impacts your brain. Every time you take a bad step and you have bad form whenever you run, you're taking a jab to the face. All right? If you didn't know it, now you know it. Running can cause brain damage. Can cause heart damage too. We'll talk about that on later. Actually, we're going to talk about that later today. Pre-workout. Okay, what would you take in before the workout? That's going to really affect what you need after the workout, because if you had nothing before the workout, you're really going to need to refuel. If you did everything properly before the workout, you still need to refuel. Okay, we'll talk about why. So, number 2. This is a biggie. You see that right there? That's your number one thing. That's your number one goal after the workout. You got to rehydrate, okay? And specifically, I like this stuff. There's some stuff called Hydrate. That's what's in here. Okay, awesome drink. I use it for every one of my workouts and for after my workout as well. Okay, so you need to hydrate. You need a half a liter of water for every hour that you work out. And that's just a basic workout. I'm not talking about one of these wild things where you go out and you're running the stairs and all that crazy stuff outside in the heat in the summertime. You better be taking in a half a liter for every half hour you work out there, okay? And that's a half a liter every hour you're out there, and then another half liter afterwards for every hour you're out there. How much is that? That's 2 liters if you're out there for an hour, okay? A liter while you're there and a liter after you get done, all right? With the micronutrients in that water as well, because if you're just drinking water, guess what happens? You're flushing out micronutrients that you need to stay hydrated, so you have all the electrolytes that you need to conduct energy and refuel you and help out with the muscle structure and make everything work, essentially, especially this guy up here, okay? So take those into account. You also have, whenever you work out, you're producing a lot of lactic acid. You know that burn everybody talks about? That's lactic acid production. You produce a whole lot of that whenever you work out. Your body gets better buffering over time. That's why you get less sore over time, because you have less. You're still putting it out, but your body buffers it much better. So the other part of that is you have a high pH in your stomach, in your intestines, in your blood, etc. You have to bring that pH back into alignment. Okay, you got to bring it back up to a much more neutral area. This way, you can actually absorb everything that you need to take in post-workout. Otherwise, guess what happens? You can't absorb it, and you're going to have a really bad time in the bathroom afterwards, all right? Because it's all coming right back out. You have to rehydrate and bring your body back into balance before you can actually take any of the stuff in that we're going to talk about here on the post-workout side, okay? Just so you know. I don't want you wasting it. We don't want it to go to waste, otherwise other stuff goes to your waste, all right? That's the whole thing. I've been working out and I can't lose any weight. Well, because you're doing it wrong. Sorry, you are. That's why you come see somebody like me. Okay, so we have that. Also, post-workout, some other things to consider. Well, we have sleep. Sleep helps out on the front side. It helps out on the back side too, because if you're not sleeping, you cannot effectively recover from a workout. You need that 8 hours. Get that 8 hours. Get 10 if it's a really rough workout. If you're doing all the wild competition stuff, focus on that 10 hours. Get 2 hours at night and get a 2-hour nap. Okay, you need the sleep. You need the rest. Rest is where the magic happens. That's where you repair. That's where you grow. Okay, if you want to repair muscle and get it to grow, and you want to repair your nervous system and get it to function properly, it has to rest. You have to hit that off button just like you do on your computer. If your computer stays on all the time, guess what? It doesn't work very well, does it? It starts to stall on you. It starts to shut down. Next you know, you get a blue screen of death, right? Your body works the same way. Your nervous system works the same way. It has to have off time. You have to shut it off. Let it rest. Let it recuperate. Let it clean some of that stuff out of the cache, okay? So that's a big thing right there. Sleep, rest, relax. Relax after the workout. Don't come in, do a grueling workout, and then go out and do the rest of your day like nothing happened in here. Take an hour, take 2 hours after the workout. If you do a really tough one, and rest. Let your body recover for a little bit afterwards. If you just come in and do the quick 30-minute, quick workouts, that's fine. You don't need a whole lot of rest after that, but you do need to take in the right nutrients afterwards so you don't fall out later on in the day. So rest is respective with how much work you're putting in during that workout, okay? Just realize that. Really big, tough workout, you better have some rest time afterwards. Quick, fun workout, you really don't need that much rest afterwards. You still need the rest, but not, the same thing. So all the cryo stuff, okay? If you're an athlete, if you have some pain issues, the cryo, yeah, it's cool. It works. Go do it. Have fun with it. If you're just coming in and doing the fun workouts, unless you've got some major chronic pain issues, I'm not going to say it's not going to work, but it's not going to really be worth your time, okay? Hydrate. Rest. Do some stretching at the end of your workout. Do a cool down, okay? Do a cool down after the workout. Didn't have to be long, 5 minutes, just enough to get things to come back down. Get your heart rate to come back down. Get your body to start relaxing after that workout. Let it know you're done. You're not going to abuse it anymore, okay? Of course, if you're abusing yourself in here, abuse never helps. So train smartly. Try not to kill yourself in a workout. and all the compression stuff. Compression stuff is great. It's awesome. It helps out with getting more blood flow, etc. If you do have blood flow issues, especially if you're diabetic, compression stuff is really awesome. Then athletes, great. For everybody else, yeah. If you want to do it, cool, go for it. So there's that. Next up, number 3, eat. Well, eat after workout. You got to refuel, man. You came in here, you burned what, 300, 400, 900, 1200 calories, whatever your calorie counter says on one of these guys. We'll talk about these later too. Don't worry, it's coming. Give me like 4 more of these, and we'll get into the wearable market. I'll tell you why later. It's wink, wink. So eat or drink. Yes, you need to eat after you work out. It's a must. You have to refuel. Here's the thing, though. You gotta get your body back into balance. You gotta get everything to relax. One thing that happens whenever you work out, your digestive system shuts down. Okay. For me, it completely shuts down. Okay, just personal stuff here. I can't eat after workout. If I try to eat after workout, I'm going to get majorly sick. Okay, that's why I do the drinks afterwards, and I have to wait a little bit before I even have the drink, because everything has to relax. Everything has to come back into balance. My digestive tract has to get back up to functioning, because if all the blood is out in your muscles, where is it not? It's not here in your digestive tract. So you have to let some of that come back into the digestive tract. Okay, you got to let it wake back up. Drinks help out with that because, well, let's face it, protein drinks are all pre-digested. Okay, you don't have to really chew them. You don't have to do anything to them. Everything is, it's all powder. It's all liquid. It's pre-digested. I mean, it's there to just be soaked up. All right, so that's why drinks are really effective after workout, especially after tough workouts, because they're easy on your system. They're easy to digest because you don't really have to digest them. All you do is absorb them. And you absorb them if your body's back in balance. Okay, that means during the workout and after workout, you need a lot of that to make sure you can actually digest and utilize that thing. Because, like I said, if you don't, well, you're gonna have a really fun time in the bathroom for a little bit afterwards. So, drink up. Have a post-workout drink. All right, we're gonna talk about what goes into those here in a second. And I'll give you my own personal mix as well, which does change, by the way, throughout the year on whatever my goals are for my workouts, okay? That's why I pointed that out earlier. This is also why anybody that sees me sees that I'm lean 24/7, 365, okay? I'm swimsuit ready every day of the year. Probably because it's tough for me to hold weight on, okay? But also it's because I take in what I need for the workouts and everything else. So, eat or drink, yes. Must have a meal after your workout. Have something to get your digestive system back on track after the workout. That means having a drink, even if it's a small post-workout drink, something to get your system back to functioning. And this way, you get some blood flow back in your intestines. They start working again, and you can actually absorb stuff like you're supposed to. Okay. Plus the drinks, you get the proteins, carbohydrates, fatty acids, whatever you need for you post-workout, get soaked in very quickly and efficiently. Go straight to the muscles. You get those. They're awesome, right? So, yeah, no, it'd be more fun if I was wearing the tank top I got underneath here. I know, I get it. Maybe I'll do that someday. I'll break out the guns for you. So, all right, I want you focused on here. Okay, I'm not a big piece of meat. I'm a big brain. Have you seen the Thor thing where he's talking about your brain is a big muscle. I got brains all over me. Okay, yeah, okay. I'll post it down below. It's hilarious. Anyway, so there's that. So have something to drink. Have something to eat. Real food does help out. You do need it after workout, just maybe not right after the workouts, unless you're one of the big boys that can handle a meal like right before workout and right after the workout. I've got friends that can do it. They can go out there and eat like a full barbecue meal, okay? Barbecue, all the trimmings. Come in, work out, bang it out like it's nothing. Go back out, have another one. And they're not even phased, all right? It's impressive. It's awesome. I can't do it. I'd be on the floor. So I'd be on the floor during the workout and after the workout. So for those guys, great. Have at it. If you need a bar, if you need something small, grab a bar after workout, okay? My personal pick for you out there, if you're watching, awesome bar, okay? It is completely organic, all natural. You can't get a better bar than this. period. Okay, 20 grams of protein, 10 grams of carbohydrate, nice little fiber source in there, gluten-free, non-GMO, kosher, USDA organic. Oh yeah, it's vegan, by the way. All you vegan people out there that are, and anyone else that's afraid of whey protein, okay, we'll talk about that on a later date. But this bar, anybody can have, everybody can have. I suggest you have one a day. It's awesome. So, great bar. I'll post that down below. So, there's that. Have something. If you can't have a drink, have a bar. At least the bars are, for the most part, pre-digested. Proteins and carbohydrates and everything else. They're very easy for you to take down. So, do that. Have a bar, have a drink, and then go have a meal afterwards, okay? And once again, that comes to your goals, how much you need from a calorie standpoint, because we don't want you to overfeed yourself, because if you overfeed, guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to lose anything. So, all right, so part 4 of this thing, pills, powders, patches, and drinks, okay? We kind of covered the drinks, so let's do a couple things. So, after the workout, you do need protein. You do need carbohydrates. You do need a few little fats here and there. You do need micronutrients, and a lot of them. Okay, even during the workout and before the workout. And here's the considerations. So let's look at endurance right quick. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of some macros for you to look at. The macros get a lot more detailed than this. We'll be here for hours. So, if you're doing endurance work, that means you're out there, you're running, you're doing triathlons, you're doing marathons, you're in the heat, you're doing all that wild, fun, crazy stuff, okay? And your goal is to perform better every time you go out, and this is about endurance. Your carbohydrate level, you need a roughly 3 to 1, okay? 3 to 1, maybe 4 to 1 on the carbohydrate to protein because of what you're doing out there. Yes, you're burning through a lot of sugars. You need to replenish that. You got to replenish the glycogen stores, not just in your liver, but in your muscles, in everything, in the fat that you need to carry just to get through that thing, okay? You do have to carry just a little bit of fat for all of that extended training, okay? So realize that from that standpoint, you do need a lot of carbohydrate coming in after your workout. Because there's going to be some before, there's going to be some afterwards. That's just a known, okay? Performance. So if you are an athlete, if you're playing football, if you're playing basketball, if you're playing any kind of sport, okay, and your goal is to increase your performance, you need 2 to 1, okay? That's 2 grams of protein to every gram of carbohydrate post-workout. You've got to refuel the glycogen stores. You're not expending as much as a marathon or triathlon person, okay, but you are expending a lot while you're out there, while you're on the court, while you're on the field, while you're doing the workouts that you're doing in here often, because there's a lot of glycogen that has been taken out. And you also need that glycogen to help shuttle the protein into the muscles, okay? You need it for transport. It helps out. Also, bodybuilding. I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole different thing. So, but yeah, you need glycogen to get these things to look good, all right? So whenever you go low carb, what happens? You flatten out. You start losing some definition. You don't feel as good. You don't look as good. You're cranky all the time. Why? Because you need some glycogen. Yeah, I know there's ketones out there. Okay, we'll get into that. Strength. If your primary goal is strength, you're doing powerlifting. Or you're just working out to look good. Okay, you're not worried about getting up on stage, etc. You just want to look good. You want to lose some body fat. You want to help build some muscle. You need 1 to 1. That means 1 gram of carbohydrate to 1 gram of protein post-workout, okay? Because you still need that carbohydrate there to help shuttle some of that into the muscle, okay? You still need to replenish glycogen. Okay, so there's that. If you're trying to lose weight, here's the biggie. It's 2 to 1, the other way around. 2 grams of protein, 1 gram of carbohydrate, okay? Why? Because you have plenty of glycogen stores. We're trying to get through those. We still need a little bit of carbohydrate after the workout, just a little. Why? Because we want to shuttle that protein into the muscles. Still need it there to help do that, okay? So if you're doing just straight protein and there's no carbohydrate, you're hurting yourself, okay? I just want you to realize that. Also, you can't get the rest of the micronutrients into the cells as you need, okay? So you can't do it with protein alone. You can for a little while, but you can't trick your body forever. So 2 to 1, 2 grams of protein, 1 gram of carbohydrate. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to lose body fat. Also, after your workout, don't take anything in for about 30 minutes. okay, as far as the protein and carbohydrate goes. There's some other stuff you can take in as far as micronutrients and having the drink, etc. Okay, there's a little, I forgot my packet. I know, bad boy. So if I had the post-workout packet, I'd show that to you right now. Tons of micronutrients and everything else that you need to help recover after the workout, help you lose body fat, help out with muscle structure, help out with neurological structure, help protect your heart. Okay, all you runners out there, and everybody else that's doing all this extreme workout stuff, your heart's taking a pounding, okay? It's taking a beating, okay? You need to protect that thing. That means stuff like CoQ10. That means magnesium, okay? Two biggies that are highly, highly needed to help get that thing to relax and help it repair and rebuild. So definitely take care of your heart. If you want to get more detail on that, give me a call. We need to talk. Because if you haven't seen the heart of an endurance athlete, by the time they're age 60, do you know what it looks like? It looks like a tire. It looks like rubber. I mean, hard compact rubber. It can't do this anymore, okay? It does this. That's it. That's why runners and other people do that often get severe heart attacks, because their heart can't pump. And if you start getting detrained, you will have one. It's no good. So take care of your heart, all right? It's the biggest muscle you have in your body, and if it quits working, if it gets injured, you're done. So take care of it. And anybody that's in here, take care of your heart. Make sure you're taking in the nutrients you need to do that, all right? I'm also going to have a call that I did about post-workout nutrition down below, and I really get into that. So it's a big, major issue, especially if you're doing the endurance stuff. You have to, it's a must. You must consider this thing, okay? Because otherwise it's going to take you out of the race very quickly. And I don't just mean the race that you're running. I mean this race of life, all right? And we don't want that, do we? No. So there's that. What's in my drink? So my little drink here, I have got filtered water. Use zero water, by the way, if you're going to do filtered water. Awesome filter. You can get it on my website. So we have filtered water in here. About 16 ounces of filtered water. Notice I've already had some out of here. I've got that post-workout packet I was talking about. Okay, that's in here. Awesome stuff. I mean, you want to talk about some recovery and not being sore after your workout? How about, yeah, if you've ever seen my workout, if you've ever seen me work out in the gym, raise your hand. Yeah, I don't get sore after my workouts, all right? Just realize that. So we have that. I use 30 grams of whey protein, okay? The baseline is 20. I use 30 grams because, well, I go through a lot of calories when I work out, and I go through a lot before and after. I mean, I have to do a minimum of 3,000 calories a day, minimum, for me to maintain, okay? So 30 grams of whey protein. I have 30 grams of carbohydrate in here. Part of that is in the form of honey. That's right, raw, unfiltered honey in here. Why? Great micronutrients, first off. Second off, honey actually gets broken down pretty slowly in the system. I mean, there are some aspects of it that are digested pretty quickly, but instead of having some maltodextrin or something like that in there, I'm getting real raw honey, which helps out with allergies and all kinds of other stuff. And, well, it's nice and sweet, but it also helps out with insulin. So you don't get a big insulin spike, you get a nice up and back down with the insulin. So that's why I use it. So I do 1-to-1 because, well, I'm not training for endurance. I'm not going for performance. I don't play any sports. Strength, yeah, I'm already strong, so I just look pretty. Seriously, I just want to look good, okay? Everybody wants to look good, so I'm doing 1-to-1. If I want to increase my performance, guess what? I'm jacking that to 2-to-1. So in which case, I'll use some apple juice in here. Some raw, unfiltered juice, by the way, and the honey, okay? So this way, once again, there's not a major spike of insulin, but it's still there because you got to have that to get everything shouldered into the muscles. Yeah, that's right. The insulin spike after workout is not a bad thing. Insulin by itself is not a bad thing. It's good. You have to have it and utilize it to get stuff shouldered into your muscles if your body will deposit into your muscles. So that's why for the weight loss, we want very little. So there's that. For the kids and the pros, for the kids specifically, yes, post-workout nutrition is huge. Why? Because they're going through a lot of calories. They expend a tremendous amount of calories while they're outside playing, or if they're doing the sports, because, I mean, come on. The kids are out there for hours playing sports. Please feed them well before and after. And the biggest thing about post-workout, you know what your post-workout meal is? It's actually your very first pre-workout meal. That's right. Pre-workout starts the minute that workout ends. So if you go back, and I do suggest you go back and you watch the pre-workout video now, which is one right before this, this is your very first pre-workout meal. This is the first thing that you do to get ready for your next workout. So post-workout is actually pre-workout. Okay, you see how that works? That's the whole tie-in right there. So there's that. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, I welcome you to join me right here at PhysioFit every Sunday, 1 o'clock, Save Your Health Sunday. Hope you enjoyed the video. There's much more on the way. Check out all the past videos. And if you're looking for a health coach, a personal trainer, or somebody that can do that and a little bit more, like a health engineer, come find me. ClintFuqua.com. That's ClintFuqua.com. Look me up. I'd love to help you get healthier, because that's what I do, is help you get healthy, and in whatever that means for you. All right? Have a great day.